Hello everybody who's joining us on YouTube. Welcome back for the next part of the Timberborn series in New Dam. Let's go ahead and unpause. We are trying to get this built and destroyed and rebuilt as fast as possible whilst we're in a drought, so that we don't get any contaminated beavers, so we can start to plan and work on our power industry. We are definitely going to have a set of power wheels coming across here. Also thinking about it, I think we should get another hydroponic garden in. Now, how I do this is another question. Do I build it on top? At which point, well, we're not really set up to have one built on top. I think I will simply go for next to it for now. Fermenter, farmhouse, hydroponic garden. Let's go and get another hydroponic garden in. I think my water industry can take it. And if we can get this to be going continuously, which may as well now pause, that is going to be pretty big for my food industry. That's actually might start to help me turn things around. You're at about the halfway point. Okay, we're going to have 1 day left. Got all the materials there. So one guy should come and build this, and so 3 guys should come and destroy this. I should be able to get that done in a day. I'm not going to place any more buildings down up here because I don't think we've got the time in which to do it. We shouldn't get a bad water problem here. The only thing I am going to do, once this has all been destroyed, which, like I said, should be able to go pretty easily. Yep. I'm going to go and remove that. And not because I think I need to, in essence, have this built to stop the bad water. This is, in essence, just the next stage of getting things done. Go ahead and delete that path in the middle. I can basically start to build from here, and I can also build just a little bit of platforms to get me across to this side to build over here. Now the question is, how does all of this look? So, we go and look at our large water wheel. It takes up that much space. My first one is 3 squares in. Here. Then we missed 2. We missed 2 more. And then we can have one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can have one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can have one here. And also, go and put a set of stairs in there, which may get a beaver stuck. No, it won't. Good. Will allow us to get up to this platform to be able to build all of this. Let's come across to here. As you can see, this is coming nowhere near. As soon as I think I'm safe and start talking, you're going to hang on, wait for it. I'm going to come straight back. Wait for it. As soon as I give up waiting for it and start carrying on, I'm going to suddenly sneeze again. What was I saying? Ah, yeah, so this is, of course, stage 1. And whilst this is, in essence, going on, we can start to get ready. Build stage 2. Now, this has, in fact, worked out perfectly. This is where I wanted my downward shaft to be. To go ahead and connect all of these up. And so, I mean, what I need... I kind of did want to go and hit into that number cruncher. But I think we are going to go and get this placed in. which can come in just here. That does go and cost me 1,000. Now, obviously, we can't reach that. Go ahead and build that across to there. And then with that, we can go ahead and finish that across to there. So that will, in essence, finish the whole channel. And then, once that's built, I will remove these two. And I can start putting in my water wheels. And then, obviously, connecting them up, etc., etc. And, downward power shaft into here. I can't make these guys focus, unfortunately. I really would like to get rid of these bits of scrap. We can probably get the second one going. More to the point, I haven't turned on any of my water industry again. You can go down to 1 worker. You can be paused. You are finished. And maybe come back in a little while. Okay, we've got 1 worker missing. It's going to go and be out of one of our inventors. That's fine. Because, yes, it's day 3 and I've not started pumping water. I have done myself a massive disservice and made my life very difficult. And my food industry is also now struggling. And so there you go. I've now actually only got 3 days instead of 6 to get the water into the tanks. So pump like crazy, folks. Pump like crazy. And on that, we also then need to... We need to sort out and relocate our storage area, I think. It's very temporary and a bit of a mess down here. We've also got little bits of it, for instance, in here. Which I reckon we can... Wait, what am I doing? Let's not continue with the temporary build. If I'm going to go rearrange things, let's rearrange them properly. But for now, let's pump water. Let's do what we're doing. Let's keep things going. And let's also, let's slow time build this. There's no rush. Got a bad tide incoming. That's going to go and kill all of these again. So, yep, there's that. Our wood industry might be about to start suffering. And it's going to go and kill all of these again. There's also that. If I was to block this off, obviously this would be blocked off. All of this water would go nowhere. This is the outlet for it. Okay. That's a bad idea. Can't go and do that. Unless I was to open up this and open up this. At which point... Okay, all of this is what comes around all the way from here. Okay, it would stop my level of water quite considerably, to be honest. We need to do is put some sluices here, the temporary measure, and then open this up, and then we can block this off. Sounds like a very simple thing, but it's actually rather a big job. There's a lot of traveling involved. Okay, so we've started to rearrange our housing industry. That's okay. Now we need to start... No, not delete. Pause. Now we need to start rearranging basically everything else. What we can do... Grand scheme of things... I'm gonna do this one at a time. I'm genuinely scared that I'll have someone going there and then they'll get themselves stuck somehow. I don't know how, but I can just feel it in my bones. Once I've got rid of that one, I think I can get rid of the rest, because if they fall off, they should fall down here and then just run back to my society. But of course, as well, we only do have one person working in the building industry, which is fine. We are pumping water like crazy. And I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, to be honest. I need to very much pay attention and get ready to lift this up. In 0.6 of a day. And we need... We do need to look at our storage problem. So, like I said, I can go knock this down. Start to look at our storage problem coming into... Let us... go that part of the road. And let's even get rid of this side of the road. No, we can't. Oh, we can get rid of that bit. No point really, is there? I've just actually gone and done a horrible thing. Just get rid of that back again. And the question is where to have storage. Now, it makes sense to have it near my housing. I mean, that makes beautiful, beautiful sense. I think what we potentially need... or can at least, I should say, start doing, is removing some of these trees. We'll mark them all for cutting. Every single last one of them. You guys can go too. Oh, who, what, why am I missing? Those ones as well. Again, that's me kind of digressing from our immediate problem. And that cutting area. 1. 2. Okay. Like I said, that is me slightly digressing from my immediate problem. And like I said, I don't want my storage too far out of the way, but it definitely needs cleaning up. Definitely needs cleaning up. My kohlrabi storage, which is never really getting anywhere at this point. Think I mean, the fact he's come off every level, a spiral staircase is a little bit more difficult because of the fact that on the left or right side you only really join to one level unless you kind of make it really open. That's kind of an annoyance. Might still have to kind of keep temporary, to be honest. I'm struggling to see a solution, everybody. I'm actually struggling a little bit to see a solution. I mean, I feel like I'm thinking maybe spiral staircase here, and I can keep this going as a continuing double level thing. I mean, it's not too far away from my housing. And it would allow me, for instance, to move this out. And that would most definitely help as well. Get that out of the way. Start to clean this area up a bit. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm planning on putting in this area, but start to clean it out a little bit. And because it's just very higgledy-piggledy, really. The industry will all come over here. Yeah, I'm really not sure what this area will be used for, but I'll make it pretty or something. I'm not quite sure. And so, like I said, I think we might still be on a temporary solution at this stage. So, we are going to go in for... That's going to become a large pile. We are going to clean this up a little bit, however. And so, what I'm thinking is... This plan that I'm currently having in my head kind of fails me. And it looks horrible, quite frankly. Absolutely horrible. Spiral staircases and going like, oh, how I miss ladders. Ladders made life so much easier in every way. I could just have a ladder going up in front of each entrance and platforms going up with them. Oh, how they made my life so easy. I've forgotten about them and how easy their life made my life. I've become so used to the good things. Sure. Like I said, the problem with this is that then the only outlet is on this side, which is only every 2 levels. Like I said, it doesn't really work that well. So yes, this spiral staircase idea will struggle. Let's keep things going on slow speed. Sure, things can slightly move whilst I contemplate this extreme problem in my head. It's not really much of an extreme problem. I'm just suddenly brain dead into finding a solution. I mean, you know, let's be honest. Oh, woe is me. It's not the biggest of problems. It's just really beating my brain. And it would have to be to here, really. No, that wouldn't work either. No, that doesn't work either. Spiral staircases just don't really work, to be honest. We can for now. We can go and join this one in with that. And that at least allowed me to move my logs over here. Then do need is going to become an extreme mess. The only thing I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be messy. 101. And I'm going to make my life extremely difficult move. Oh, of course, this was every 2 levels, but I can't make these every 2 levels. Is the problem. By the way, are these actually every 2 levels? Yes, they are. They're huge. That is going to be for fermented mushrooms. Make sure that's pathed up. And with that, we could quite nicely as well build ourselves a little shortcut by here. Now, I say quite nicely. I mean, kind of making the best of horrible things here. And then we have berries here, which again, we should look to relocate. How I get my next level going up? Well, I'll get back to all of you on that one. Because I also don't see how I could get another thing on here with access either. It's all very much going sideways. Very, very much going sideways. Let us remember. Take that up to a full height. Okay. And let's keep things moving. Now we are also then going to pause these three. Going to keep these going as long as possible because we really, really need to get as much water in as possible. We are going to max these guys out. Get our building work all finished during this bad tide. How are you guys doing? Productivity is dropping. We're still kind of getting some water out, though. I tell you what, if these guys can work at 63 productivity, even during the bout, 68. Not bad, actually. 64. Still pumping pretty well, actually. I might try and keep them going. During all of this. Okay, so this is now going to get a nice boost. This should all start to get a boost as well. You guys are almost done. You're going to need unpausing. Hopefully, maybe to become a permanent feature. Wouldn't that be nice? And oh yeah, we've not got a guy up here yet. We've got 3 people missing from jobs. 3 people. We definitely need to harvest a couple more berries, and that would now be 4, so no more science is incoming. What we also definitely need to do is... I'm going to sneak you in there for now, because we're still securing our food industry. Which, yes, don't get me wrong, I feel like this is something we should have managed to do by now, but what can I say? I'm clearly falling behind the curve a little bit. Now, our logging industry here it's just taken an absolute beating, quite frankly. We need to get this one up currently on the kind of middle left of the screen, up and running by the mine. Kind of takes some of the slack off these guys because you can be paused. You may as well be paused. Because, yeah, it just... With the bad tides coming in, our logging industry, like I said, it's taking a kick in the teeth. We need to build up this wonderful crossroads of aqueducts. Things going. Nice. As you can see, yep, the bad water's getting further in. We're blocking it off. But it won't get any further than we let it, so that's all good. Now, this does have the thing, because these are dirt pillars, so to say. This is, in essence, transferring the contamination down them, from what I can see. So there's a potential that we're going to need to use contamination barriers and block all this off. We have mushrooms. Mushrooms should have come in. Mushrooms have come in. Mushrooms are being used. Not very much, I would say. Go and be paused. We've got this guy up and running. I'd like to think this guy should get built pretty quickly. Of course, we've got all of this coming in as well. Hang on, let's go and call you a priority. Let's get you built, please. Doesn't take you anything to get built, just someone with a hammer and a lot of enthusiasm. Okay, and that is nicely flowing. Go ahead and delete that. That priority to come and pick up, please. And then we'll continue with the rest of our building. We're going to be logs. And you're going to get yourself relocated. I mean, even in terms of just simply straight up transferring, I almost feel like it shouldn't really need that, because there's just, you know, there's building work to be done, quite frankly. Did we manage to? We did. That all got cleared up. We'll get you cleared up. We are missing 6 people from work. Which 6 people are we missing? Who? Oh, in fact, let's just double check. Building lacks workers. 5. Oh, no. That has to have a worker. Let's go and drop 2 off from here. There you go. Now we're down to 4. That's just our inventors. How are you guys doing? You still, yeah. Wow, our water has, yeah, we did not pump enough water. With this as well, it takes 40 at a hit. Which is quite big. It really is. You're pumping nothing. You 3 can go and do other things. Let's have you turn on and pick up some of the slack. Nothing to do, you say? Really, I say. In that case, let's find something for you to do. 70 logs and 80 planks. Now, log industry is currently struggling a smidge due to the fact that our whole logging industry down here got completely and utterly annihilated due to bad tide. And then we have this guy trying to pick up some of the slack, but still struggling a little bit. We didn't really make a dent on mushrooms, did we? I mean, I feel like, I don't know, 4 of these maybe will just about feed 1 fermenter. Just with the, let's just say the speed that they don't work at. Go ahead and pause you for a little while. You're close. You're close. We can get some more inventing done in the interim. And it's actually come to the stage where my scrap metal's about to disappear as well. And unfortunately, it's taken me so long to kind of get to the right stage that I'm still not ready to build my mine yet. But it's okay. I don't think I actually need metal blocks for anything too much at this point. We probably will need them, yep, for the number cruncher. That's okay. But I don't need them for the water wheels or the power shaft or anything like that. Speaking of said power shaft. Potentially come and... Yep. Now I've made a slight mistake. In the fact that these water wheels, which I've just remembered, power shaft has to come off them in a straight line. Pause you two. You two can go and find employment elsewhere. So that means, very simply, that I have to go and rebuild this. And then build one of these on the opposite side of all of this. At which point these ones will not be reachable. Let's go and extend the path. Because they are in fact going to in essence have to be built off this side. Just so that I can go ahead and get them connected properly on this side to my currently being built new Power shaft. Play. This guy is also now waiting to start productivity. We are almost out of water. What have we got left? 2.7 days. Get another guy unpaused. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to say all 3 guys unpaused. We need to get some water. I really don't want to run out of water. I really, really don't want to run out of water. Yes, we do need to build bigger mushroom storage. We have decided to start pushing this industry a little bit harder. Go ahead and push down. So that, yes, these guys can be working constantly because we really do need them to. You can pause. 1.5 days. Have one of you pause. Have you get some extra workers. Gonna strip this place bare of things. You've also run out of trees. You a priority. That should allow you to get a good chunk of these. And I will also go and put one here somewhere. Hey SG, I'm good. How are you? I'm good. That allows him to extend his range quite nicely, actually. Go ahead and continue to chop all of those down. Log industry going. Yep, we're building these platforms up as well. And so what we're going to need to build is a whole set of these as well. This needs there. Had that go the right way. One of those in there. One of those in there. And because I am hoping to expand it, so we're going to leave this open-ended, so to say. One of those in there. And of course, going it into the full system. One of those in there for now. Light that down to 0. Of course, that's let in a smidge of bad water. But that's okay. That'll work its way out. That's fine. We need to get all 6 of our pumps up and running. It's actually not going to help the bad water concentration in here, the fact that I'm pumping out all the good water. But the inflow is strong enough. We should be okay. I'm not going to bother replanting on that side. Should replant here. I really should. Again, until I fix that bad water, I mean, this is a great logging area. But it's also now a struggling logging area, unfortunately. Like I said, until I go and solve that problem... We have someone prioritize that, please. Lose 2 workers. That's just unfortunately how it goes. And prioritize. March and prioritize. prioritize. What we basically have is a bad water problem that we need to solve. Let us continue to power shaft in there as well. And then, yeah, my log industry it's struggling now, unfortunately. Yeah, you can disappear. Of course, I could start chopping these down and using this set area for logging. But, really wasn't in the plans. Really wasn't in the plans. Like I said, our long industry over here is kind of collapsing due to bad tides. Going to demolish this. Yeah, shouldn't let any bad water through. We should be fine. Yep, because it's on a corner. And then I will... That is now it gives me access to start get this next part built up. But we don't want to start spending any logs on any more levees or anything because we want to get this power area at least started. Because we can move... Yes. We can move to automated power. Like I said, we save 6 beavers. 6 beavers right now, because I am kind of struggling, but I'm on the edge of nearly everything. Except for glory. So, yeah. 6 extra beavers... I'll take, put it that way. I will seriously take 6 extra beavers. Yeah, just 2 inventors that lack workers. That's fine. And then if I can get a number cruncher in here, more to the point, which I do need another 1,000 science for. Put a beautiful little number cruncher in right there. That allows me to start getting a lot more science. Hopefully all for free. 270 horsepower per centimeter squared of water flowing by. I have no idea what my water flow is. It looks pretty good. It does look pretty rapid. So we'll see how it goes. Doesn't fill up too much, so I don't know, but it looks pretty good. Oh, we've got a drought incoming. Let's, of course, keep pumping. What are we up to? Yep. Water levels they're climbing quite nicely. We are getting that going. Whew. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just it's a little bit of a wait game. You are once again looking for things to do. I'm going to go and say pause you. I'm going to simply go and say that if I were to... Yep, build a set of stairs where I've got them. And... that in there. That'll help them continue to We say remove everything in the near vicinity. I mean, we're going to miss one tree here. And of course, we've got these guys up here on top as well, which can also be potentially solved. So let's... I mean, that should be in range now, right? Very easily. We are starting to build this monster. We are definitely going to run out of logs. So we just need to make sure we're getting some back in. And to be honest with you as well, because if I can free up these 6 beavers, and you know, there's not a lot coming off them. We've got a gear workshop, an industrial lumber mill, and a smelter, and our fermenter, which could quite nicely rearrange, reposition itself over here anyway. Those 6 beavers, for instance, can maybe become haulers. Because if I had people actually moving stuff around my town, I genuinely think that my production would lift quite a lot. Because, for instance, you know, the only person taking logs from here is either the woodcutter himself. Yeah, I know. Metal is being produced very, very slowly. It's just, again, it's struggling to kind of get materials because they have to do everything themselves. That's what I was just talking about with haulers. We don't actually have scrap metal coming in. I'm well aware of that. We're really just trying to get this up and running for now. We've only got 2 builders. It's a bit of a slow process. Let's go and prioritize this lumberjack flag. That's going to boost our logging industry coming in. Gears, yep, I get that. I can see that's full, thank you. They can... However it sounds, they can pause very briefly for now. I don't need more than 200 gears. And, whoa, now. Go and... a little bit slow on that, to be honest. And you guys all need to be paused. You guys keep pumping until we run out of water. Although, in fact, 2 of you stop pumping. 6 people looking for jobs. 2 more builders. Let's get things moving. We've got the logger just in there. Got all 4 of our inventors going, so we need to get to 1,500. And we have 4 people looking for work. I'm sure I can find 4 people work. I don't really want you to get you to replant trees again because bad water just kills them. Are there really trees for you to cut? Not really. Let's try it though. Let's take everything we can. And okay, we've got a tiny bit of scrap metal we can get to up here as a little bit of an emergency. Okay. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and end part 2 there. The stream will continue, but we are going to basically go and pause the YouTube recording. And so for all of you joining us on YouTube at a later date after this little sneak preview stream, as I said, we're going to leave it there. Thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join us for part 3.